Comrade leader, even Comrade Floyd Morris can see that the diaspora here in Canada is ready for a change and ready for a mark growing. Comrade leader, Colin, we are ready for Madam Moderator 30 seconds.
I want to address Labour Party. Hold on there. Mr. No put out one press release about PMP not have no moral right and authority to speak about crime because they put out Isat, Isat as candidate for the People's National Party seat in East Portland. JLP, you have no moral authority to talk about crime. You have no moral authority to talk about corruption. You have no moral authority to talk about anything in the country. Jamaica Labour Party. When I saw the press release, I was like, these people are extremely desperate. Labour Party, I understand so you can't win the next election. So not try target and go after people. We talk about ethics. We talk about good governance, but yet still the Jamaica Labour Party government is blocking the Integrity Commission from carrying out its job. The Prime Minister is carrying the IC to court to strike down a law that prevent public officials from illicit enrichment. And you talk about moral authority, understand on a bad mind, because you don't have no good candidate over the Jamaica Labour Party to represent the people. Can you imagine a man who was convicted, a man who has done wrong, has elevated himself from the prison to become a lead attorney in Jamaica, and the Jamaica Labour Party have the audacity to write a press release about the man's character? You guys don't believe in rehabilitation. You don't believe that people can change. What kind of party? How can you represent the masses of the people? How can you represent people in a country and not believe in the transformation of change? How can you represent a country that has many diverse people and not accept that people can change? JLP, when I saw the press release, I was disappointed. And you guys don't surprise me. Every day when you disappoint me. For somebody who is in government, who should know better, who should be encouraging people to transform like Isat does, to be from the prison cell to the courthouse as a leading attorney, and you're telling me you're condemning somebody for that. Jamaica Labour Party, get your acts together. Time come for the People's National Party to regain government of Jamaica. Time come. Mark golden time.
Comrade leader, next thing I want to say is the question. That was the question. I have a comment, closing comment. Yes, Comrade leader, even Comrade Floyd Morris can see that the diaspora here in Canada is ready for a change and ready for a mark growing. Comrade leader, Colin, we are ready for Madam Moderator 30 seconds. I beg 30 seconds, Moderator, please. We are ready, Comrade leader, who can fly back to Jamaica to mark the X, ready to be virtual, running, to ensure you DJ asking for bird paper, but I tell him the hot what DJ that my comrade leader now present no bird paper until we dig up Tiaga and Tiaga present his bird paper.
So the Health Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton, is taking off the gloves. He says he's tired of taking the blame for what's not happening, going right in the health sector, despite the resources being provided to get the work done. Yes? He says, it is not acceptable, and my role as minister is to call it out when I see it, whether it is the supplier or the manager or indeed the patient. It has to be called out. I'm in that mode now. You know why I'm in that mode now? I'm in that mode now because I can't go to my cabinet and my prime minister, my minister of finance or my minister of legal and constitutional affairs and complain as I would 8 years ago that we need more money, said Tufton has he addressed the opening of the Catherine Hall Health Centre in St. James.
I can't go to my cabinet and my Prime Minister and my Minister of Finance or my Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs and complain as I would 8 years ago that we need more money. But I'm saying we have enough where certain things should not be allowed to happen. If we are going to demand more, we have to show a good stewardship for what we have. And all of us have to feel like we're vested in that. It's as simple as that. It's a very simple message. If I give a man a contract to put in an air conditioning unit, I should not be waiting 1 year after the system installed for it to give me maximum or optimal efficiency. As is the case right now at Savlamar Hospital. When I bawl out on these issues, it's partly because I'm frustrated, but partly because I think I have an obligation and I'm feeling let down by a process that is supposed to deliver more for the people, and the delivery is not commensurate with the expenditure that is taking place. It requires a reset.
Yes, but you wait too long. You wait too long to say it, because the suffering members of the Jamaican public could tell you this years ago because of how they're treated when they go to the accident and emergency units and across the public health system. It's an open secret that the Jamaican public is not getting value for the millions of dollars being pumped into the system. Yes, the level of pilferage, thieving will go on from the system. Yeah, the attitude of some of those who work in the public health sector. And I say some because some are very good, very dedicated, very professional, very caring, compassionate. Others don't care a damn. Yes? And you keep quiet or try to finesse it over the years because you don't want to anger anybody, Dr. Tufton. Well, see it catch you there now, it'll bite you.
You know what I say? I want to feel all them Labourite friend them. Labourite friend them. No, come here. Come here. Hold on, come here, let me talk to you now. Make a whole of reason. We have a whole of reason as family, you know. And from time to time, we have to talk truth. I know say no for no. I don't really want to hear the truth. But from one Labourite to the other, at times for a reason. So, socialists, comrades, I want to sit this one out. This is a family affair. So, what really are going on, family? Now that the socialists them out of the picture, and just me and you, just we and, you know, family members are reason. What really are going on? Don't talk to me there. What really are going on in my party? But I know what I say. We don't lose the election. We don't lose. We don't know say we are lose right now. Don't give me no pleasure if I say this, you know. But truth is truth. We're losing. And we're losing badly. There are many different reasons why we are losing. We have a leader where good youth, good man, and a whole heap of way put we stuck, you know, in a whole heap of way. Yeah, I don't know that sounds still coming off as a Jamaican still, but I don't know where that about. But anyway, make that go on. I wonder why still, but hey, hear me now. The Prime Minister, we tell them why PMP are win and why JLP are lose and why JLP are going to lose the next election. And if I don't want to admit it, you know, we see the whole social media, I watch and I follow, I see what I go on now. If I don't want to admit, say, Una lose, or una have to lose. But the PMP has done a very good job at beating the Prime Minister, beat the government into submission. And they are going to beat them into oblivion. They not stop. But the thing say it going to get easier. It don't get no easier. Well, look at that deal. It don't get no easier. Mark Golden finding stride. Mark Golden finally find Andrew Holness ticket. And mark my word, he not gonna stop. You see, like how PG did have Edward Siaga ticket, a Summer Golden find Andrew ticket. Me I tell you now. Look at cause me, we're family. Look at so don't answer about me. But me I tell you now. This now no come back, you know. And listen, the IC and the IC report, whether it goes so or it not goes so, let me tell you something, man. You see, in politics, perception is reality. You want to understand this? Perception is reality. And it is perceived that the Prime Minister, whether it goes so or it not goes so, it is perceived that the Prime Minister is corrupt and the Prime Minister have a whole heap of things to hide. Yeah? And let me tell you something. The Prime Minister himself, him no help himself, you know, when him not attack. All of these rumors were cohort and all of them. You see, the PMP is very good at politics. And one of the things that JLP always do is underestimate the PMP. And when you underestimate your opponent, you do so at your own peril. And the Jamaica Labour Party has consistently over the years underestimated the People's National Party. One of the things that the Jamaica Labour Party and the hierarchy in the Jamaica Labour Party fail to understand is that you have to meet people where they are. And on a serious note, the Jamaica Labour Party always allow the narrative to be spread that they are not or they don't care about the ordinary citizens of the country. And here is why that narrative end up sticking. In my opinion, the Jamaica Labour Party is always good for the country because of how they govern. They govern and they try to spread the food around. They try to make sure that they build infrastructure. They try to manage the economy, the macroeconomy, and they try to help the country on a whole. Right? So when one person benefit, everybody benefit. Right? So they slice up the cake so that everybody can get a slice. Right? Now, when you do that, sometimes it feels like nothing is happening and it feels like, you know, the country now benefit and people now benefit or whatever. But when you look on the overall trajectory, the overall economy, if you are not biased, you will see that the country is moving in the right direction. Now, contrast that. The People's National Party, they know how to play politics with government resources. Therefore, what the People's National Party will do and has consistently done is they will have monies and what they will do is dole out the funds to their constituents, specific people In other words, a few people will get a slice of the pie. So they look for individual efforts, individual families to help, and they help these people. But what they do is a psychological thing, because, for example, let me give you an example. Dr. Ferguson, for example, in St. Thomas, very good man. Novak, Dr. Ferguson. Dr. Ferguson was my dentist for years. He's a person who I have had conversations with, and you know, I found him to be a very cordial, very nice, very decent gentleman. But he was, as a politician, he was a terrible, terrible person. Terrible politician, right? Terrible member of parliament. He did nothing for the entire period he was at Eastern St. Thomas. He did nothing. The parish did not develop under his watch. His constituency did not develop. If you don't believe me, I'll go to St. Thomas Eastern right now. Ask anybody around there, what is Dr. Fenton Ferguson's legacy after 6 terms in government? After 6 terms, what is his legacy? Absolutely nothing to show for it, right? But what he did was he helped a lot of individuals. Like, for example, somebody want to go to college. He helped pay them fee. He helped bury a whole heap of people. He helped, you know what I mean? Individual things. So what that do, it helps to create a generation of voters. So, for example, if Dr. Ferguson helped me to go college, I make sure that everybody in my family know, and my picnic them know. So everybody, him not help them, and it not help the other rest of the community, you know, help majority of the community. But because I testify that he's a good man and he helped me, guess what? A lot of people around it, and the people them around me will see that, hey, Dr. Ferguson sent Chris to school. So, benefit from that. But when you look at the whole community, it's not developing, right? So nobody else is benefiting. So very few people will benefit from these programs. But these few will tell other people, and it create a massive voter base. That's what the PMP do. I know that. Right? I was a PMP. So for that, all those who are going to come at me, I was a PMP. I was a member of the People's National Party. I helped elect Percival James Pattison when he was talking about Black Man Time. I campaigned for Percival James Pattison. So, want to not come at me. I mean, once one day I listen still, but, you know what I mean? Want to not come at me, want to not hear me talking. But, and the Jamaica Labour Party, on the other hand, they, let's talk about the Prime Minister, for example. The narrative is that him behave like him better than Jamaican people. And let me tell you something, you know. There is some truth to that, you know. You know, if you look into it, think about it. Look what the man act. Mark Golding, a white man. I'm saying a perception of reality, you know. Mark Golding as a white man, I act like him a more Jamaican and in touch with the Jamaican people them than Andrew Holness. Him even try talk the slang. Yeah? Even though, yeah, when was it forced still, and you know, he might do a thing. But to a lot of people, it is working because they see him as one of the people. Them see him as one of the people where amongst them. Yeah? And listen how him talk. When him talk like some bad man thing, and yo, we are gonna take it to them, and we are gonna turn up the thing, and you know what I mean? Yeah. But nobody thinks say them things, don't take them things lightly. Where's Andrew Holness? He's running the government. He's not out in the trenches. He's not campaigning. He's not among the people. It's like he's up here, you know, and the people are down there. And he's aloft. And he's like an uptown kind of guy. So, while he might be busy running the country and doing a good job at running the country, Mark Golding is running politics and running round him and the government. Because them don't know nothing about politics. You have to dip on the ground. You have to stay up on the ground. You have to talk to the people them, and if you not did it, you have to send out your people them. They must stay up where them there. Belmont Road. And up wherever them there, Hero Circle, I don't know. Wherever them there in them big office. And the things one can win election that way there. And one of the things one have to remember to, you know, GLP never get more than 2 terms in office, you know. So, what I try to do right now, you know, is unprecedented, you know. If you put the PMP them in office for 3 terms. One of the things that the PMP them are going to sit back and allow them to do that so easy. One of the things that as the PMP them are going to allow them to walk over them. Every PMP, all when they not like Mark Golding, they might go out to vote for the next election. On the mark my word when I tell you so. Every PMP, all when they not like, there are a few of them still, you know, maybe one little handful of them where now support it. But me I tell you, the PMP is as united as there's ever been. As united as there's ever been. Where the GLP there? Disillusioned, disappointed, and some of them feel disrespected by the party. When they think so that can win election, yeah, wait and see what come on here. It's a tsunami for the next election.
Go ahead and share your thoughts in the comment section, my people. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Support the ABR movement by joining the membership, only a small fee per month, to be a member of the Anisabel Rose movement. Notification shout out goes to Aldine M4B. Big up yourself, Aldine. Thanks for the continued support from each and every one. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.